Hello everybody and welcome back to cardboardadventures.co.uk. I am your host Sam Wilde, bit of a reach. I am a set, costume and puppetry designer for theatre as well as the artistic director behind cardboardadventures.co.uk, but hopefully you already knew that. And today I'm going to show you how to make a little mask for World Book Day. This one got a little bit wet on my journey in, but it is a craft crayon mask. And now you can paint it and make it in any different colour. You can also resize it, but I have to say I have put this one on my 10-year-old and my 6-year-old daughter, and it looks adorable at this scale. So there are instructions on how to do that in the pattern guide, but you might not want to. But there you go. It's quite a quick and easy thing to make. So we're just going to dive in. So the first thing you're going to need to do is pop over to the website, cardboardadventure.co.uk, and find the Crayon Head pattern and download that, which will give you the pattern pieces you need in order to cut them out of cardboard. We recommend thinner cardboard. This sort of stuff is the most common. And really do pay attention to those grain arrows. They make a big difference on round shapes like this. If you're not sure what I mean by that, there's a description in the pattern guide as well. So it's all in there. Just make sure you read it thoroughly. Cardboardadventures.co.uk, Crayon Head pattern. Capiche? Capiche. Right, I have already cut all of mine out there. However, the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get this piece. This is a side piece. Now, there are two of those. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll it up. We're going to pre-curve it. Now, it is slightly different to some of the other patterns I've done in the past, in that what we are doing now, so this piece is going to be this piece, okay? And so when we curve it, we want to do it with the grain, but we also want to try and curve those top edges up, okay? You don't want to go overboard. You don't want to get crease lines. Something like that is great. And then I'm also going to get my spoon and I'm going to flatten those two edges there as well. So now I'm going to put that to one side, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with this one, making sure that the top edges will meet and the bottom edges will meet. So I have pre-curved those pieces and I have joined them together with tape. So you ended up with a bit of an ice cream cone type thing like this, okay? So we pre-curved it and we've got that, and it should be able to sit flat on the base and have that curved shape. I've not used any glue to hold it together. We're just using tape. I've joined them together with tape. I will be explicit when it's time to use the glue on this one, because it does make a difference if you use glue a bit prematurely. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the top piece, which looks a bit like that, and this piece is going to attach inside of this, and I'm going to do that with tape as well. Now that's the point that we really want to take the time, okay, with the tape. Get your tape right and the glue will take care of itself. Say it with me, folks. Get your tape right and the glue will take care of itself. Now it is a little bit of a squeeze to get this in here, but some gentle force and you'll get there. It's already really starting to take shape. Still no glue. Still no glue. Right? So I've attached the top on there. I've gone around it with tape. I've attached the two sides together again with tape. I'm just going to pop that to one side for the moment. And I am going to get, not those pieces, a bit premature for those, but I'm going to get these, which are our shoulder pieces. And similarly to the cone, this is going to be these pieces here. So we want to curve it along with the grain, but we also want to curve it as a cone. So you have these slight bends to it here and here as well. All right, and we're going to do the same with all of those, and then we are going to join them together. There we go. So all of those have got that slight upward curve to it, so that when they're on the base, they sit like this. Okay, and now with tape, I'm going to join those all together to make a loop. And it should look a bit like that. Now don't worry about it being perfect just yet. The perfection will come hopefully in the next step. I've got my cone. I'm going to put my shoulders through it. And this is the point where we're glad we didn't glue it all together, okay? Because you need to be able to mould those together. So you can see it doesn't quite fit perfectly, but we're going to go around and we're going to attach tape, and that will hold them together and create that shape, make that shape and make it stronger by doing that. So we're just going to do that now. There we go. So I've really taken my time with that, gone through, making sure that all of my joins are exactly where I want them with the tape. This, I think, is the fiddly part of this pattern, okay? And getting this bit right. But if you take your time with the tape, as I say, making sure it's all secure and just as you want it. Then you'll get there. Now, once I've got it right, I'm going to go through with my hot glue gun and I'm just going to go around all of the inside joins, all of these. So all of the cone, all around the tip, all around the edge, securing it in place. There you go. So I've made a real mess of it, but I have gone round and I've left the tape. I'm going to leave the tape in there. It doesn't really matter what a mess the inside is, because nobody's really going to see it, are they? The only person that's going to see it is you. And you know what a mess it is, because you made it. So I've gone through and I've put glue around, all around here, all around this edge, all around these edges, around these bits, not the tape, around the bits that aren't held on with tape, sorry. I've gone around on these bits, holding it all together, and just sort of tweaking it and pushing it and pulling it as I go, until you get that nice shape. There we go. So I'm just going to put that to one side for the moment. Oh, and also while that was going on, I just took these, which are the head detail pieces, and I've just coloured them black. Just to get ahead of myself. Right, there he is. Now, this is the next piece. Now you'll see, this is going to be the head, and it's got curved sections here at the bottom. It's got an eye and a mouth, okay? So this is going to be the top, and this will be the bottom. And I have already, as you can probably tell, pre-curved it. And I'm just going to put a bit of tape joining these two edges together. Like so. Then, I'm sure you've guessed, this piece is going to attach onto the top. And I'm going to do that with tape. So now I'm going to get my glue gun, and same again, I'm going to go around the inside of all these joins and down this section as well where it joined together. Now, if you want to paint it, if you want to make it blue, I've got a little cheeky blue fellow over there. If you want to make it blue or a pink or, you know, whatever colour you like, this would be the point that I would paint it. Okay, I mean, it's already very much taking shape, but I would paint it a different colour now. I'm going to leave it in its lovely original cardboard brown, and I'm going to take these details and I'm just going to apply some glue, and I'm going to apply them to the top of the head. And there you go, I've attached those little bits of details at the top, and they serve two purposes. So one, they look good, but also they help to hold the whole unit together. And there you go, guys. There is your cardboard crayon head. Now, in the pattern, we do have two extra things you can do. If you want to, you can create a headband, which is in our illustrated step-by-step guide, which goes along with the pattern. If you find it a bit too wobbly, that will help secure it in place. Personally, I don't feel it's needed for this one, but it is there for your comfort and preference if you would like. The other thing you can do is, if you wanted to, again, I don't think it's necessarily needed for this one, but you could get a pair of old tights or stockings or something, and you can glue those to the eyes on the inside and the mouth if you would like it to have just pure black eyes. But again, it's not really my preference for this. I quite like being able to see the head a little bit through it. But you can do that. It's a really simple thing. Get this, glue it onto the inside. Remembering that the tighter you pull tights with those sorts of situations, the more you'll be able to see through it. But there you go. Hope you have enjoyed making this. It's a really quick, easy one, but really effective. Please do enjoy. Thank you very much. And check out cardboardadventures.co.uk for more cardboard patterns. And like and subscribe. Thank you very much.